our Razor, the wolfboy, our favorite one from the forest. Well, we're going to talk about him today. We have only one build that you can go for with him, the only one that is possible to go with him, and that is, of course, DPS build. So, without further ado, let's start with the weapons. There are few different options that you can go for. The thing is that he has kinda a little bit higher physical multipliers than when it comes to the electro ones. So you can go with a physical damage bonus weapon, and if you don't want to build him as a physical one, although he is going to do physical damage, however you take a look at that, during his burst he is still going to do physical damage. Anyways, you can go for some of the crit rate or crit damage weapons, of course, but he has higher multiplier for physical damage, and I will do some testings and we will see if the physical damage goblet and weapon is better to go for instead of crit rate or crit damage with the electro one, just because of the multiplier. So I will leave it on the screen right now.
Get back!
Next on the list are artifacts, and as you saw in the clips, well, even with the weapon that is absolutely not even near the other one, the 5-star, the Ethos weapon, well, it still did a little bit more of the physical damage, but of course that it did, I mean, even more than double less, so yeah. Anyways, much weaker weapon, lower level weapon. Only thing is that it does have the physical damage bonus on it, but it still did more damage in that category. And I do believe that when everything is maxed out and when you have proper artifacts, not the ones that I used, which had absolutely no sense one with another, I do really believe that you will eventually have much more damage with the physical build. And saying that, you can use Pale Flame and Bloodstain just to boost it even further, because you have that option, why not? And if you really want to go with the Electro build, you can use Thundering Fury, although we saw that it is not the way you should build him. Anyways, if you don't have any of those, or if you just want to use Gladiator, the 4-piece, that's going to be a great option as well, just because normal attack is boosted for the Claimer user, which Razor is. And something else, if you don't have any other options, you can go double 18% attack. That's going to be okay as well. Now there's one other option, the Aggravate team, although we saw that Electro isn't that good. So if you really want to try it, you can build him with the Gilded set. And as I said in the beginning, when we started with the artifacts, we saw that the physical build is actually a little bit better, and by a little bit, with the proper build, I guess it's going to be much better. So if you really want to build him with the gilded set, go on, do what you want, and with the Thundering Fury as well. Now let's talk about talents. When it comes to DPS build, I will strictly talk about the physical one. So, normal attack at maximum, of course, who would have guessed it? And now, when it comes to the, let me see, yes, when it comes to skill, you don't even need to upgrade it. And when it comes to burst, normal attack speed, well, you will want to upgrade it because you will attack a little bit faster. So yes, you should go and upgrade that one. Now, some other things. The passives and constellations. Absolutely every single one of them are boosting Razor's damage, cooldown, or as we saw just now, energy recharge. I mean, if it is under 50%. And this is decreased cooldown for the skill. And yeah, when you use the burst and then you actually reset the skill. Constellations now for the last one before we go to the teams. So the first constellation, you will get 10% damage increase on Razor every time you collect elemental orb, which is kinda okay. I mean, he's one of the first characters. We cannot expect too much from him, as I said for Barbara as well. Those are one of the first characters and we will not have that amazing boosts on them when it comes to constellations and talents. C2, increasing crit rate by 10% if enemy is under 30% HP. That's not that bad, but also until you get to that 30% of HP, and there are some enemies that are healing themselves when they fall below 50%. So yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about Constellation second. Next one, C4, well, that's not too bad. You have decreased defense on enemies after you cast your skill, so that's kinda okay. It is just for 7 seconds, but you can use your skill a little bit more often because you can reset it with the burst, so it's not that bad. Now C6, that's a little bit strange. You get electro damage boosted with the after you attack with the normal attack, and then it gets some lightning, and we know that physical damage build is going to give you much more damage in the end, so I'm not sure how to feel about this one. And getting electro sigils, I'm not sure. C6 is kind of waste when you think about it, so yeah. Although I'm still waiting for C6. After almost 4 years of playing this game, I still don't have C6 Razor, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Well, we came to the teams now, and when it comes to Razor, we will cover the physical build only because that one is, I guess, much better in the end when you have proper build, as I said when we talked about artifacts already. And by that note, you will not use Kazuha. You can use Zhongli because Zhongli is going to help you. You can use Furina because she is going to boost you, whichever element you are, or if it is physical as we have. Now, you cannot use Venti. You can use Shenhe because she is going to boost your normal attacks and charge attacks. So she's going to be okay. Let me see something else. Sucrose, nope. Kujosara, nope. Bennett, it's going to be a little bit tricky if you have C6. I think that it will override his burst. I'm not sure. we will check it out. So Benny, if it is not overriding, if it stays the physical damage, then okay, you can use him. If not, well, kind of waste of time.
I'm going in! Adventure time!
And Mika is boosting physical damage, so you can definitely use him. And yeah, by the way, any of the cryo characters, because you know Superconduct is going to allow you 40% boost when it comes to physical damage, so that's going to help you definitely. And having Shenhe, Mika, that's going to help you a lot. And you have Zhongli, you have possibly few other characters that are going to help you, although I don't actually have all the characters, so maybe I forgot about someone, so leave it in the comments if I did forget about someone. Someone good, not someone that you shouldn't use, someone that you could utilize in the team of Razor, and someone that you possibly even use by yourself if you are playing with him. So let me know. And with that, we came to the end of this video. I still don't have build on him. He doesn't have his talents at 999, he doesn't have his weapon at max level, but hey, one thing at a time, and we will have all of that upgraded to the maximum, and we will possibly in the future have some kind of damage test for absolutely every single character I build, and I'm going to try to build all of them. So yeah, join me in the next guide, and join me definitely when I build absolutely every single character that I have. See you next time.